Change of plans. Oh. Look at my hands. I feel like Silver Surfer. Ah! Whee! How do I turn this one? Okay, we are back with masks.
Safety.
Another time lapse, another voiceover. So this is just a continuation of last episode. We're prepping the floor with this Rust-Oleum primer, but we ran into some problems.
Change of plans. We decided to spray paint the entire bottom floor. So I ran out of paint already. So I'm gonna have to get some more cans. Spray painted whatever was exposed up here, so there's no like shiny metal. There's still some more over here to be done up here, but yeah, so I'll get back to this tomorrow or day 3. Okay, so ordered a few new things on Amazon because I kind of messed up. Basically, there's some holes in the van from the previous owner, and I need to fill those up before I actually paint over. So, bought some. We'll call it epoxy putty. It's pretty interesting. You just mix it up, and then it bonds with metal. So I'll just fill up the holes nice and smooth, and then I got some more of the rust primer to cover up the fan. So let's get on it. You can't see it that well, but that hole is left over from the previous owner who put a bolt in there. So I'm going to use this putty that I got and fill it up so I don't have any holes in my van for insulation. So the first step is to cut a piece of the putty that can fill the hole. And then you're supposed to mix it together with wet hands until it's one color.
The putty is actually really cheap. This whole tube was only $8, and it can be applied to not just vans. It can be used for a lot of things. So very useful.
Nice. And now I'll do that across the van. Oh. Very sticky putty, but I gotta fill some holes.
It's definitely worth mentioning that the putty took a good amount of time to just hand mix into that gray color. But on top of that, the worst part was that putty was releasing a lot of fumes when I mixed it. It smelled like rotten eggs mixed with gasoline. Pretty gross, but the overall process for just filling up these holes was actually pretty calming. I just put on some music and relaxed while I filled these holes.
Look at my hands. Look at my hands. I feel like Silver Surfer. And so I just finished up putting in the holes, filling up all the holes. My hands, it took a while to wash all of it off, but it's real sticky, and basically, see all these holes in my van? Boom. Filled. Filled. So basically, some of the holes weren't completely flush, so I'm gonna have to grind that down later. But this putty's supposed to turn really hard. And but yeah. In the meantime, I will finish coating the rest with the primer over here. Montage.
What up, Jam Squad? No idea why I said that, but maybe that's not too bad of a fandom name. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you, the viewer, since I really want to make my channel interactive. So if you have any burning questions about the conversion process, or maybe even me, James, or any suggestions on the van or ideas, maybe even suggestions on YouTube, please drop a comment. I really do read all of these, and I would love to talk to you about what y'all are curious about.
Okay. Finish the bottom and the top. Now we gotta let that dry, and then I'll paint it tomorrow. But my fan came in, and my roof rack, so I gotta cut a hole in my roof, which is pretty scary, but
it's got to be done. So probably do that tomorrow. Maybe roof rack too if all goes well. We'll see. Van looking a lot better already. Smells pretty bad. That's why I got the mask on still. But as you can see, all the exposed metals, or at least most of them, are just painted up. I'm gonna paint it tomorrow. Alright everybody. So the primer has now dried and it's time to paint. The plan is to start with the upper area so I can step on the bottom, and then I'll paint the floor at the end. So I have this oil-based paint, 30 ounces of it. Each can was 10 ounces, so I used 3 cans. It should perfectly be enough. Let's get painting.
So this is just more painting. I'm sure everyone who's watching this has painted something in their lifetime, so this is really nothing new, just even coats all across. I would love to put some music over these time lapses, but YouTube has a lot of copyright issues. But I can tell you I was definitely vibing to Dancing on My Phone by Hyde while painting this. So if you made it this far, let me know what's your favorite song right now, and maybe I'll give it a listen while I work.
Okay, so the footage cut out because the battery died, but I finished up all the top areas. Same deal as last time. I'm gonna just start from the back and move towards the front so I don't have to step on my own paint. Pretty easy. Time lapse. Alright, we finished painting the bottom of the van. It's all gray now. It's very hot. It should dry pretty quickly. What's up YouTube? It's really hot once again, but today I will be taking out my chairs so I can put a swivel seat in them. So at the end of the day they should be able to turn around, and if I want to rest in the van while I'm working on it, I should be able to sit right here. So let's get to it. It's hot.
So the thing for swivel seats is that you actually have to disconnect your battery first so that the airbags don't go off. But after that, it's actually pretty simple. You just got to take out the screws, put in the swivel seat, and screw it back on.
I disconnected everything and this should be able to come off. Ah, it's heavy. Oh. Ah. The wires. So I'm gonna give that a nice vacuum and clean real quick, and then I'll try to put the swivel back on. Did my best to clean up this inside area so it's not as grimy as it was before. The chair is right over there. And time to put on the swivel seat. After a little kerfuffle, because I didn't push this chair forward before installing. It's chill though. Let's attach it to the seat now. Alright, let's check it out. Let's check out the swivel. Oh, the seat has to be a little more forward, it seems like. Try it again. Ta-da!
Now, time to do the other one. So hot, so tired, but we did it. It's still a little loose right now, but it's because I need a tool to tighten some of these bolts down here. So jingly. But other than that, swivel seats are done. Whee! Whee! How do I turn this one? Okay, that's better. Whee! Alright, so as you can see, the swivel seats are installed. Nice and sturdy. Next thing, well, since it's cooler now, I'm going to go up to the roof and try to get some of the roof rack done. I couldn't do it earlier in the day because it was blazing hot, but now that the sun is set, it should be chill. So, teleport.